Barnaby the rabbit lived in a burrow so neat it sparkled. Every day he arranged his carrots, tallest to shortest, brightest orange to palest yellow. He loved everything in perfect order. Nothing upset him more than sticky things or messes. On this bright morning, Barnaby was calmly sorting his carrot sticks when far across the meadow the candy gates of the legendary Candy Kingdom looked droopy and gooey. The gingerbread bricks sagged, and gumdrops had melted into sticky puddles. Just as Barnaby was counting his smallest carrot, a tiny note zoomed in, delivered by a hummingbird made entirely of jelly beans. The note was frantic. "Help! The goo is growing!" Barnaby's nose twitched. He tucked the carrots in a basket and set off, his jitters mixed with curiosity. Barnaby hopped down the path, but the grass was now sticky, purple licorice. Each hop was slower and licorice stuck to his paws. "Oh no!" he squeaked. "This is highly unorganized." The smell was sweet but sour, like eating candy after brushing your teeth. In the gumdrop forest, Barnaby met Princess Pippin. She wore a caramel cloak, but today it was melted, dripping over her shoes. "Barnaby, the melt goo is dissolving everything. Even the castle is soggy." Pippin explained. A sour gray goo monster had arrived. It covered everything, making candy wilt, melt, and lose its sparkle. "If we don't stop it, soon there'll be nothing but ooze." "Is there anything the goo fears?" asked Barnaby, twitching his nose. "Crunchy things," Pippin whispered. "Whenever something crunches, it shrinks away." Barnaby's eyes widened. He thought of his stash of perfectly crunchy carrots. Suddenly, the ground sizzled. The melt goo oozed nearby, sizzling a lollipop tree until branches slumped into puddles. Barnaby and Pippin hurried on. A caramel river blocked their path. The caramel moved slowly, thick like molasses, so sticky you'd get stuck in seconds. "We need a clever way across," mused Barnaby. He spied a sturdy candy cane. With a mighty leap, he pole-vaulted across the caramel. Pippin held tight to his fur and made it too. No sticky shoes today. Deep in the licorice cave, everything was dark. Glowing rock candy crystals lit the way. Suddenly, a band of gummy bears appeared. Their coats were hard as jawbreakers, eyes glimmering with goo madness. Barnaby hopped fast, and with a mighty thump from his legs, kicked up sweet dust, scattering the gummy bears. "Natural defense!" he cheered. Finally, they reached the gingerbread castle, but the front door was sealed shut by a lump of frozen goo, huge and stubborn. "Wait!" Pippin grinned. "There's a secret sugar cube in the wall. Press it and—" She poked the cube and the goo shattered. A hallway appeared, lined with pink frosting. In the throne room, the air was sour. The goo was everywhere, half dissolving the throne, walls, and floors. Hovering by the throne was a sour-faced lemon-drop witch, cackling beside a bubbling cauldron of goo. "No more sweetness!" the witch shouted. "Only soupy, squishy, icky slop forever!" She hurled a ball of goo at Barnaby, who dodged, ears flapping. But the witch was protected by a shimmering, sticky jelly shield. How could they stop her? Pippin pointed upwards. Above the witch dangled a gigantic peppermint disc, held up by sweet striped candy cane supports. Pippin whispered a plan. Barnaby nodded. Crunch was their secret weapon. Barnaby raced to the candy cane supports and, crunch, 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 chewed with all his might. The witch shrieked. She tried to fix the supports with more goo, but Pippin's signal distracted her.